Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Libra February 27, 2022. Venus moves into your spirit sector today, and will spend more time than usual there until March 6th. This transit means that Venus is moving in harmony with your sign, and because it's your planetary ruler, it's an especially nice general boost. You tend to set your ideals in love high during this cycle. You might become inspired by a loved one, or something might awaken a new perspective or way of thinking in you. More often than not, this transit brings desired situations and people to you. You are braver with your tastes and willingness to experiment and diversify. Sharing ideas and beliefs is fun, rewarding, and even relationship enhancing. You could also enjoy a new adventure or special interest. In many ways, you are attracted to anything that is non-routine. Mercury also moves into a new sector of your solar chart today. Your partnership house and communicating more effectively in your relationships is on the agenda in the weeks ahead. Are you ready to get started on your new moon work manifestations and goals? Today, Mercury enters Scorpio, which is already ready to begin networking in your sector of partnership and commitments. If you want a new associate, contract, or commitment at work, then Mercury is here to help. Since Venus also enters Capricorn today, your commitment may be to new educational experiences to hone your skills. Together, Mercury can come up with a plan so that Venus can bring in new educational experiences to further your professional development. Less than 24 hours after Venus left your financial sector, the moon returns, and over the next 2 days will retrace all the steps that the planet of money has taken over the last 4 weeks. This makes it important to listen to your financial instincts and imagination without overthinking things, and especially as this is also the moon's last visit before returning next month as a total solar eclipse. Today's planetary configuration fills your heart with reverence for what is right, whatever that means for you. You enjoy this feeling, and it will best be enjoyed privately. Do not look to impose any of what you feel on others by way of sharing, for it could very well go ignored or unappreciated, which will only detract from what you feel. Look to nature or your most trusted relationships to revel with during this beautiful conjunction. Held back by a retrograde phase that saw Mercury spend over 2 months in your work sector, his departure today finally ends all planetary activity on the job front. Fortunately, this comes just as Jupiter and Saturn have recovered from their retrograde phase in your career sector and are ready to once again do much of the heavy lifting. This frees Mercury to join the Sun and Mars in time to capitalize on a new moon in your relationship sector, whereas the planet of communication, he brings a chance to get the communication lines open. While things may have become a bit intense during yesterday's new moon in your relationship sector, the moon's departure and Mercury's return changes all that. As strong emotional responses dial back, the planet of communication returns with a chance to get the communication lines open. Mercury is the planet that you have been waiting for. The moon continues to glimmer through harmony-seeking 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, highlighting everything from the chemistry you share with your special someone to the transformation of this connection. It's make or break time, and you're ready to take action. The good news is that the moon will simultaneously form a sweet sextile to powerhouse Pluto via your expansive 9th house of faith, philosophy, and unknown territory, which, in turn, bestows you with the passion, willpower, and intuition to take this highly anticipated leap of faith. Your outlook on life is transforming, ergo, so are your immediate surroundings. Your tarot reading for today. The Moon, the Chariot, and the Star. You've seemed preoccupied recently. There are events that you could not have predicted and that affected you a lot personally. The cards highlight the doubts you feel today about your future. You seem to be asking yourself a lot of questions, and this is preventing you from advancing serenely on your life path. The draw shows that you need a change of scenery to take stock of your current situation and come back in a better frame of mind. In the coming days, you should have a meeting that could be a deal changer. In effect, it is a man who distanced himself a few years ago who could come back into your life unexpectedly. He will give you his views on the situation you are going through today and could prove to give very good advice for the future. You are at the dawn of change in your life. This frame of mind reveals the need for change in your environment, for meeting new people to renew yourself on a personal level. At work and in your private life, it also reflects the need for mobility and diversity. The routine that feels so stagnant now seems about to vanish in favor of an eventful period. The cards highlight new opportunities that could help you bounce back in your personal life and get closer to your life goal. Our eyes in the sky. Even though there are no problems in sight, you might be longing for some excitement in your relationships, and this could lead you to stir up some drama with your partner or friends. Instead of stirring the pot in your love relationship, try spicing things up in the bedroom or in your messages with your partner. Keep in mind that we're all trying to find order in the midst of chaos. Don't make too many lists full of tasks that you know you can't finish. Be mindful of the amount of work you take on now to avoid burnout. Only start what you can complete right away. Our minds are running a mile a minute, as are our mouths. Think before you express yourself to avoid misunderstandings with others. Also, don't accidentally spill the beans on a situation that you know little about but are viewing from the sidelines. That way, you can avoid accidentally making things worse. Finally, instead of thinking with your analytical mind about everything, try trusting your intuition. This might be hard for you to do at first, but you'll be able to lean into your instincts if you have faith in yourself and your decision-making. The answers are within. In waking life, this is an aspect where decadence or tendencies towards excess can create problems, but we're likely to miss its most adverse effects while we sleep. Morality tales may factor into our dreams. If awake, we might be enterprising at the expense of common sense, willing to barter something away in an optimistic frame of mind. We believe we're orienting ourselves towards progress when we're really aligning ourselves with someone else's idealistic hunch. Aim to curb any greedy or materialistic thinking. In the morning, the moon forms a trine to Mercury, making for easy communication. Bluntness is a quality here, but others see our dialogues as refreshingly forthcoming. Our instincts steer us correctly now, as our emotions are well balanced with our intellect. The moon falls into a short void following this transit, so we're better off sticking to the friends and networks we know now. Enjoy this influence without attempting to hunt for new connections.